Hey guys, Sam here, and welcome to a brand new Pokemon Duel video. Today I have a nice series of 4 Ultra Beast deck videos for you guys coming up. I just want to share the sheer power of this awesome deck, and even though I am a little bit of a lower ranking, I still want to show how useful the cheese can potentially be. So opening up with Duel, 3200 player, opens up with a Coco. He goes for the Subtile, which is one of my, that's actually my favorite figure. However, because of the meta, I can't really use it that much anymore, so I'm still kind of sad about it. Alright, so the enemy starts with the Shaman, the circuitry, and I decide to open up with the well, not really open up, but go for the Celesteela. I'm not really sure why my opponent didn't go for the 2 MP right there, but here, basically put, or simply put rather, Celesteela into circuitry is one of the best matchups that you can have. If the circuitry doesn't land the Ultra Lightning, I think it is, Celesteela can pretty much basically win everything, or every single roll. If it's not a fly, there's nothing wrong that can go with that. He decides to go for the Max Revive. Now this is pretty bad because since the Celesteela is paralyzed, it is going to be, that Zap Cannon is going to, the Cable Lash is going to deal double damage, which is something that you really don't like. So, thankfully I land my blue, which I think it's pronounced Rendezvous, or some stupid shit like that. The first time I read it was like Rendezvous, and I'm like, what the fuck is it? So, I had to look it up, so that's pretty nice. Anyway, I land the call signal, thankfully, and I didn't know that when a figure goes to the Ultra Space, it keeps the, the status effects, which, is actually pretty cool. I'm praying to the Lords for a blue attack right here, because, obviously if Zapdos lands the yellow, that's a really bad matchup for me. So what my opponent does right here is actually pretty weird. He goes for the Lunala right behind the Shaman, and I'm not really getting that. Thankfully, 2 turns in a row, he lands the Thunder Charge, which is actually pretty helpful for me. So he goes for the double chance to hopefully get the Tapu Koko. I'm like, but please land some of the blue. However, I get my yellow, and I'm feeling pretty sad right now. And he gets the 80 versus 50. So I'm like, oh man, what do I do right now? So let's see, since this is pre-recorded, I don't exactly remember what happened here, and I didn't really watch the videos before recording, because the first video that I recorded was the one that you saw yesterday about the shiny Rayquaza, so that's pretty nice. Here I go for the Shaman. There's really not a lot, not a lot of things that can go wrong with this move, so I decide to go the Pheromosa into the Shaman. I get a good roll, and since 2 of my opponent's figures are in the Ultra Space, you can't really call it GG right now, but basically put, now that you have this 4 versus 2, there's not a lot the opponent can do, even if it's godlike, even if it's a 4K plus player. 4v2 is not really an easy task, and what's even worse is, a 5v1. So he basically goes like, oh, but police. So he gets a stealth hit, and he doesn't decide to take it. I go for the Celesteela right here, and my opponent goes like, okay, let's go ahead and X attack. However, I believe my Celesteela is going to have a pretty good matchup against this, even if it gets the what do you call it? Okay, sorry. So even if the Celesteela gets the the white attack, which is the Gyro Ball, it can still have plus 137. If the Sceptile gets only 1 white, that's really not gonna be good whatsoever. So yeah, I decided to BM a little bit here because this was such an easy match, and that's pretty much it. So hopefully you guys enjoyed this. Thank you very much for watching. I am going to run out of footage, but yeah, enjoy this blackness or void in the video. Just to thank you guys, and I will see you next video. Peace.